Hello everybody, it's Mimberly. Welcome back to the channel. Now, we haven't done a Zayne card for a while, at least not one that came with the recent banner Once Upon a Frame. Now, at the moment, lads is currently on a bit of downtime because of the... Oh, as much as this is going to hurt me to say this, the Valko situation. It's looking like we're going in the right direction, at least with them right now. But again, until we hear it from the official mouths, we don't know. The last update that I heard as of recording this video is that they've delayed announcing the Caleb birthday fan art winners until the 29th. And they've also mentioned other related matters. Now, does that mean Valko? No, but it could mean it. So I just want to reiterate before we get into today's video that this does not guarantee we're going to get any answers with regards to Valko on the 29th, so I don't want people getting their hopes up only to get disappointed. I think we all have to set our own boundaries as to when we're basically waiting to hear by, and if it's not by this date, then you're quitting the game or whatever you decide to do. This is a non-judgmental community. My only ask is that we don't go after the other love interest just because Valko is not here. So, in the nicest way possible, if I see any of that shit in the comments, I'm going to be getting to deleted. So, right, let's get into it. So, your voice. This is currently on the actual promise. Fucking shocker. I'm actually somewhat on time for something for a change. Every time I play a Zayne card, I'm like, this is going to be fine. And then I realize I still have a soft spot for him. So we'll see how it goes. Mist covers the tops of pine trees outside the window. The mountain, blah, 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 blah. Great start. The mountain resort is serene this afternoon. You could hear a leaf touch the ground. Oh. Everything's finally unpacked. I pulled the last sweater from my suitcase and hang it beside Cade's coat. Cade? Oh my god, Zayne! I have my husband on the brain! Zayne, can you get that? No response. I leave the bedroom to see a familiar figure standing by the window. Zayne? I got a good view of the bakery though. The doorbell keeps ringing. It isn't until I get closer that Zayne glances up as though he's noticing me only now.
Did you say something?
Oh, it's nothing. With a small smile, I shake my head and walk to the door. I wonder when Zayne's hearing will come back. Uh-oh, what happened to Zayne's hearing? 2 days ago at Lincoln Airport.
Hold the handrail and watch your step, please. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Lincoln City.
After 3 weeks, Zayne returns from his assignment. We were supposed to meet up this weekend, but I couldn't wait. I wanted to surprise him. That's odd. His flight is already here. Why isn't he answering the phone? Wondering if I should try calling again, I stand by the gate. And then a message from Zayne lights up my phone screen. Oh god. Not listening. Huh? I don't care.
But I do care. I was grabbing my luggage. My phone was in my pocket. I'm about to leave the terminal. How have you been? What are you doing right now?
What am I doing right now? Funny you should mention that. I'm just about to text him when I see Zayne in the crowd. He's speaking into his phone. Zayne, over here! I wave at him, but he doesn't notice. With his gaze lowered, he walks past me. Catch up with him. Hi! Zayne turns around and I jump into his embrace. I bury my head in his chest. Aww. This takes me back to like when me and Cade first met up in the UK. So for those, I'll give it a very quick brief for those of you who are interested. If you want, if you're not, you can skip ahead. But so for those of you who don't know, my husband is from Texas. He's from America, and I am Southwest British bitch. So when we first met in the UK face to face, I actually waited at the airport for him because I couldn't wait either. And as soon as I saw him, I just dropped everything and bolted towards him. Now, disclaimer, I'm a heavy girl, alright? So I'm about 16 stone. Is it healthy for me? No, but my argument is I've got certain assets that most people do not have, or at least a lot of people in my country do not have. So, or at least from my area. So, I go jumping on him, and bless him, he falls on his ass, but he still catches me. And it just makes me think back to, like, you know, how much happiness I felt just jumping on him and nuzzling him, and also realizing that he was like a living teddy bear, which is like a huge turn on thing for me. Like, I like meat on my man, okay? I don't like having a stick. And unfortunately, I've dated a few sticks in the past. So, having someone with some sustenance to hug him properly, beautiful. Actually, now that I think about it, I think that's probably why I liked Valko and Silas so much, because they've got the bod. Now, bear in mind, disclaimer, Cade does not have muscles. But I literally, I showed him Valko in the towel outfit from when his trailer was out. And Cade just stops and looks at me and he goes, so not only have I converted you into a furry, because obviously he had the tail out, but now I feel like I have to go to gym. And every time I try to, like, you know, go be supportive, I'm going, no, you don't have to go to gym just for me or whatever. He goes, nah, I need to look like that. Oh, dear me. Oh, but anyway, story time over. Zayne turns around and I jump into his embrace. I bury my head in his chest.
You're here for me?
Well, no, who else am I here for, you fucking idiot? Yeah, welcome home. Are you surprised? He doesn't respond. I lift my head and find Zayne looking at me with an unreadable expression. He shakes his head and taps his ear. A faint, apologetic ear or smile appears on his face.
Something happened during a support mission. I won't be able to hear your voice for a while.
Oh, God forbid. He can't hear us lecturing. Oh, God. What? How come? The joy and anticipation of our reunion evaporates and gives way to a piercing concern I wasn't prepared for. A flood of questions and concerns rises to my throat, but the quiet tenderness in his gaze silences them.
I'm sorry for not mentioning this sooner.
Naughty!
I thought I could be here with you when you discovered it. Perhaps it would put you at ease.
Oh. With Zayne's temporary hearing loss, our planned weekend getaway quickly became a vacation for recovery. When I opened the door, I'm met with a stunning bouquet of flowers.
Hello! Your bonfire party reservation has been confirmed for 6 p.m. tonight. Here are your wristbands.
Okay, well that's convenient, because then Zayne's not going to get his ears absolutely fucking annihilated.
These are the flowers you ordered.
I think you have the wrong room. We didn't... Before I can finish, a hand reaches out from behind and accepts the bouquet. Oh, Zayne,
Thank
you
you.
didn't.
You're welcome. Otto hopes you have a wonderful time.
Oh, he did it. Did he get us flowers? Otto wheels itself away. I turn to Zayne, who gracefully offers the bouquet to me.
Here's to our vacation.
Oh, Zayne, you motherfucker. Every time that I think I'm over him and I'm just like, you know what? I still love him, but he's not my fave. And then he pulls out this sort of shit. It dawns on me that this was all his doing. I don't know whether I'm a cheating hoe at this point or if I'm just a harem girly, but I can't afford to be one, so... Also, if Info bring Valko back, we're in trouble. Chuckling, I take the flowers and start typing out my words. Since when do people go to bonfire parties while they're recuperating?
Mental health is just as important. A nice date can be extremely beneficial for relaxation.
Oh my goodness. But won't there be a lot of people at the bonfire party? Will you be okay?
I'll be fine. After all, you're here with me, no?
Oh, my
Surely
Shayla!
a capable hunter like you will protect me.
A bitch say less. His gentle smile makes my resistance crumble. I start typing again. Then shouldn't we figure out where the bonfire party will be hosted? What if it's too far?
Ding ding. Your bonfire camp shuttle has arrived.
A voice alert chimes from Zayne's phone.
Let's go. The shuttle I reserved has arrived.
As expected of Zayne, he should be letting me pamper him at a time like this. Yes, it's the other way round. Then again, it's as he said. His temporary deafness doesn't seem to bother him much. Now I understand why this card was called Your Voice. Aww. The camp sits alongside the lake behind the resort. Brightly coloured folding recliners are situated in a circle, and at its centre is a roaring bonfire. Zayne and I are sitting across from each other beneath a camping tent, sipping fruit juice. Nearby, in the centre of the camp stands a huge, shiny vintage popcorn machine. It's busily churning away. I want popcorn. Tell me the truth. Is this why you insisted on attending the bonfire party?
What?
Zayne has a puzzled expression. I gestured towards the popcorn machine crackling nearby and carefully type out my message. Did you come here only because you wanted something sweet?
Excuse me, sir. Do you know where the barbecue area is?
I'm about to answer for Zayne, but he points in the direction of the lake.
That way. You'll find it under the sign with the squirrel holding a mushroom skewer.
Huh?
Perfect. Thanks.
He's learned to lip read. Has to, right? You knew what he was asking about?
I read his lips. It's not difficult to piece together what someone is saying.
I see. Wait. That means you pretended to not understand me earlier. A puzzled expression appears on his face again.
I'm afraid I don't quite understand.
Oh, bless him. With feigned anger, I lunge at him. Cup his face. I dare you to keep pretending. Zayne catches me before I can reach him. He's smiling.
Sorry, I'm not sure what you're muttering about.
Oh, then I guess you can't hear me say Zayne is the person I love most. I playfully tease him and Zayne tilts his head. His cheek brushes against my palm.
I don't need to hear to.
Boom! The popcorn machine launches syrup-covered kernels everywhere. Zayne, look out! I reach for Zayne and try to shield him, but he pulls me into his arms first. Buttery golden popcorn falls on us like a flurry of snowflakes. Zayne, are you hurt? Panicking, I reach out for him, checking for injuries. Zayne straightens his posture and steadies me.
I'm all right.
Our gazes meet and we both laugh. He pulls a piece of popcorn from my hair and eats it.
This might be one of the most memorable moments of my life.
What, being showered on by popcorn? Yes, please. Shower scene? Mim, calm down. It's not that sort of card. Because Zayne pulled me out of the way in time, I only got a bit of syrup on me. However, he's definitely in a stickier situation. We head back to clean up. The bathroom is warm as steam seeps out from the ajar door. Why is it taking so long? Did the syrup get into his ears? I hesitate for a moment before poking my head in. Zayne, are you okay? Never mind, it is that kind of card. Oh, damn! Hi, Daddy! I glance inside. Zayne's broad shoulders are barely visible through the frosted glass door. Get rid of the frosted glass. Just replace it with normal glass. Trust. Water trails down his arm as he sweeps the wet hair from his forehead. If info make a wet hairstyle. Hi. His gentle gaze finds me in spite of the fogged up glass. Nothing. I was wondering why you were taking so long. I rest against the shower's glass frame and mouth my words. The faint sweetness of caramel hangs in the humid air.
Some of the caramel landed on my hair. Removing it will take a long time.
Oh no, whatever are we gonna do? Do you need me to help?
It's all right. I'm almost done.
Damn it! Oh, okay.
Are you disappointed?
And if I am? Did caramel get into your eyes? I'm leaving. Oh. Oh. I've barely taken a step when a strong arm wraps itself around my waist and pulls me back. Wait, is it actually that's where it goes? Is this a never searing bliss or shared bliss situation? Because I swear, it's warm. Oh my god. Right, I've read enough schmut. I should be able to do this now. His warm, wet skin is pressed against me as Zayne looks down.
Where are you going? You're already here.
Wet strands of hair cling to his forehead. A water droplet slides down the bridge of his nose, pauses at the corner of his mouth, and then falls onto my nose. That tickles. I wrinkle my nose, and then I tilt my head to nuzzle his chin.
That also tickles.
I'm not healthy. His arm tightens. The heat radiating from his body is impossible to ignore. He cups my chin, his grip gentle yet firm. Then he tilts my head back until I'm looking into the depths of his eyes.
Where were you looking?
Does he want me to answer the question? Zayne lifts his hand and tucks the damp hair clinging to my lips behind my ear.
Weren't you going to help me?
I nod without thinking. Oh, that's always a good sign when you're not thinking about your actions. A soft towel is placed in my hands and Zayne's quiet laughter drifts down.
I'm done. Can you help me dry my hair, please?
I'm gonna need you to sit because you're a bit too tall for me, sir. Ah. Okay, no schmut. Okay. There. It's nice and dry. I set the towel aside and tap Zayne's arm, signaling for him to lift his head. He notices his hair's current state as a tousled mess. A slight smile tugs at his lips.
Not bad.
I do love this outfit on him, though. I agree. Make sure you leave a 5-star review, Mr. Caramel Popcorn. Despite saying that, I fix his hair. He sits quietly, letting me fuss over him like a cat who enjoys being brushed.
You seem to be contemplating something while drying my hair. What were you thinking about?
What am I not thinking about, I think is the more accurate question. I don't want to seem too worried and make him feel guilty, so I smile and caress his ear. I'm not used to this. Normally we'd be chatting while doing the little things, but now it's too quiet. What about you? Does it feel weird?
I needed time to get used to it, yes. When sound suddenly disappears, there's this sense of being displaced from reality. It's as if the world has been sealed behind glass, and you're walking in an isolated vacuum.
That sounds awful. A gentle warmth touches my face as Zayne tries to smooth away my furrowed brow.
It was my first impression. But soon I realized that when you talk to me, I can imagine what your voice sounds like. Although I can't hear you.
Am I the only... Right, okay, this is a genuine question for you guys now. I'd love to hear in the comments what you guys think. Am I the only one who, when I'm particularly close to somebody, I receive a message from that person and I can read it in their voice in my head? Is that like an ADHD potential thing, or is that like a legit thing? Because I never did it when I was a kid, right? So if I missed a call from my mom, I knew I was dead. But if she ever texted me, I never read like anybody's texts in their own voice. But since me and Kate have been dating, and like especially since we've been married, he sends me texts and my brain reads them in his voice. Now, I'd be really intrigued to know if you guys have got some or ever had something similar, because like when I was like in like my when I was going through my therapy, oh, I gotta think now. Oh, she said something and I'm trying to remember. Wait, did she email it to me? She might have emailed it. Hold on. I cannot find that email anywhere, so I do apologize. But if that's happened to you, please let me know, because I'll be curious. His fingertips brush against my lips.
Because of you, my world isn't silent anymore.
I still remember someone telling me I was too loud, though. His words melt away the sadness that formed a small knot in my heart. I hug him. Neither of us speaks. We just listen to the quiet rhythm of each other's heartbeats. Our relationship has a more tangible weight and is more intimate than any sound. Oh! Ah! Sorry. Cuteness overload. Zayne and I enjoyed a peaceful, happy weekend at the mountain resort. And then it's time for the follow-up appointment.
The recovery is progressing slower than I expected.
Shit.
Rest well and take your medication on time. Miss, please make sure he does so.
Duh.
We can't completely rule out the possibility of permanent hearing loss.
Oh no. Thank you, Doctor.
Thank you for your time, Dr. Warren.
Just the thought of Zayne being deaf makes me sad. Leaving the hospital, I squeeze his hand and do my best to sound cheerful. Don't worry about it. Doctors always list the worst outcomes first. We'll take it slow. As long as we follow the doctor's orders, maybe we'll see improvements in your next checkup. Before I can continue, he gently pinches my cheek.
I don't believe Dr. Warren told you to maintain a grim expression at all times. Or did I mishear?
Zayne leans down to make eye contact with me.
Was it bad? I spent a whole 3 seconds on that one.
A snort escapes me. Somewhat aspirated and playful, I stand on my tiptoes and pinch his cheeks. You tell me.
I suppose it truly wasn't funny.
Zayne lifts his hand and gently ruffles my hair.
For the sake of a swift recovery, I, Zayne, vow to follow the doctor's orders to the letter.
Good boy.
Do you feel better now, miss?
Yes. That's what I like to hear. Oh. When Zayne promised to follow the doctor's orders, I assumed he'd relax at home. But we barely lasted 3 days before he pulled me outside. He claimed that resting doesn't always mean sitting around and doing nothing.
Coming through!
Oh my god.
Left.
Of course, we're going to go to a market, because that's exactly what to do when you're recovering from hearing loss. The sets for this preview expedition are authentic. It honestly feels like we've stepped into another era. Zayne and I walk down a street dripping with nostalgia. Each of us is holding an old popsicle.
A lot of these items are actually from that time period.
So you're on resting and you're wearing I'm not complaining that you're wearing a tie. This is an exhibit for an old movie called Nostalgia. The studio pulled out all the stops and recreated the film's setting. Bicycles rest against walls whose paint has faded and started to peel. The scratchiness of an old record floats out of a shop with vintage eminal signs. If you could travel back to that era, what would you do?
I would open a small clinic.
Of course you would, because why wouldn't you?
What about you?
I'd bite my popsicle and think. There weren't any hunters back then. I'd probably do something else. Who knows? I might run a little stall and sell these old popsicles.
In that case, my clinic would be next to your stall.
Oh, so you can stop by and get freebies after work? Zayne lifts our clasped hands.
So I can pick you up. Then we'll go home together.
Why do you go from being angst to being adorable? Zayne, please! Ugh! Honestly, I get the snow, the crow and like the snow girlies are loyal. Jesus Christ. Even though saying that, if Valko does come out, that might change. Turning the corner, a catchy retro melody floats out from a vintage music store. It's the kind that Zayne would appreciate. As the beginning portion plays, I turn my head. Zayne, do you... But before I can say anything, I meet his steadfast gaze.
Yes.
The words sit on the tip of my tongue before I let them go. I redirect the conversation and point to an old phone with a rotationary dial. Do you see what those people are doing? Zayne looks over.
The brochure says it's an important prop from nostalgia. The main character uses it to contact his lover 10 years into the future.
Good afternoon, miss. This is the immersive experience event for our movie. Dial this number to leave a voice message for your future sweetheart.
I accept the slip of paper from the staff and glance at Zayne. I'm going to leave a message for future Dr. Zayne. You're not allowed to eavesdrop.
All right.
Not that he can exactly eavesdrop anyway, he's fucking deaf! Even though he can't hear, Zayne turns around. The call is accompanied by faint crackling static. I take a breath and... To the future him in 10 years. How are you doing, Zayne? 10 years have passed after all. You're listening, right? Have you been eating well? Are you taking good care of yourself? I'm calling because I have a bone to pick with someone. You once said you never wanted to see the person you like get hurt. But the person I like hasn't been looking after himself. He got injured. Sometimes I want to scold him, but he always finds a way to put me at ease and I lose the will to lecture him. I'm probably selfish for saying this, but I want him to prioritize himself when he's in a dangerous situation. But I also know he won't betray his beliefs. I don't want my words to be a heavy burden on him. I'm scared that if I share my worries, they'll become his. Imagine if his hearing comes back like now and he overhears this entire thing. That's why I'm only saying these things here. I put down the phone, walk over to Zayne and tap his shoulder.
You're done?
Yeah, I had a lot to say. I put on a dramatic tone, but Zayne simply nods quite quietly and reaches for my hand.
Are you ready to go home?
Oh. Huh? I stand on my tiptoes and lean towards Zayne. Zayne, you're not curious about what I said? Not even a little bit?
No.
I cup Zayne's stoic face. We lock eyes and a soft chuckle leaves his lips.
It's impossible for me to not be curious. However, it's a gift you want the future me to hear. So even if you offered to repeat yourself, I'd still say no. I want to hear each and every one of your words firsthand.
That night, Zayne leans against the headboard. He's reading a ridiculously thick neuroscience textbook. I'm sitting on his lap while fidgeting through a film exhibition magazine, but my gaze keeps floating back to Zayne. The lamplight softly outlines his profile as he's concentrating. There's his defined jaw, his nose, and his lowered eyelashes.
You've been staring at me for a long time. You lost interest in the magazine?
Why would I need a magazine when I got a beautiful specimen right in front of me? I blink, caught off guard, and see he's looking at me. Yeah, the magazine doesn't have anything on Dr. Zayne. I turn over to face him. How were you able to notice? You were engrossed in your book.
I could feel it. Since I lost my hearing, my other senses have become more acute. Take right now, for example. I can see where you're looking at.
His fingertip touches my forehead and moves. It tickles. And what about touch? Is that more sensitive too? A mischievous idea strikes me. I take his left hand and trace letters across his palm. Do you know what I wrote? Zayne's hand twitches slightly. It probably tickles, but he doesn't pull away.
Zayne?
Yeah. What about this? I trace another word.
Mine.
Yes! This is too easy for you, huh? I need to increase the difficulty. Determined, I scribble away on his palm. I look up and he's still watching me. There's a contemplative expression on his face. What is it?
It's nothing.
Zayne's face tenses for a second. Concerned, I straddle his waist. I try to get a closer look at his ear. Tell me the truth. Does your ear hurt?
I'm fine. Can you move, please?
Stay still. I need to do a checkup. I keep going and inadvertently touch his waist. His skin is warm. Oh. My world is flipped before I know it. Oh. So earlier when I said about schmutz, Zayne, I know what happens when you've had alcohol or liquor-filled chocolate. We don't need to go back to Absolute Zeal, because that is a banger of a card. Let me know if you want me to replay that, by the way. But I know what happens when he pins. He's pinned me, and my back is pressing into a soft pillow.
Are you done with your checkup?
Zayne's arms cage me in on either side. He looks at me. His gaze revealing emotions are barely being restrained.
I can't hear anything right now.
Oh no, God forbid you can't hear me screaming. What? I blink, unable to understand what he's implying.
If I can't control myself, it might be too much for you.
Oh, hot damn. His jaw is clenched tight and his voice touches my heart like a feather. Yes, it leaves a scorching heat in its wake. The silence lingers with a thick layer of tension. I can hear our beating hearts. Then he gets up.
You should sleep early.
Oh, don't cock block me right now, Zayne. I swear to fuck. If you cock block me, I am boycotting you on the next multi-banner. I stay where I am and listen to the sound of running water coming from the bathroom. Only then do I blush. Okay, confirmed he's boycotted from the next multi. Because that was disgraceful. After his final appointment, Zayne's hearing returns to normal. Nostalgia happens to be premiering today, so I ask Zayne out to celebrate.
I was expecting a sweet, heartwarming love story. How did it become a devastating tragedy?
Love and Deepspace in general.
They were in love, and one phone call kept them apart for 10 years.
With sniffles echoing around the movie theater's entrance, I sheepishly look at Zayne. How... The exclusive tutorial outfit? Really? I wanted to pick something happier to celebrate.
At least it's better than that silent love in the adjacent room, which doesn't have much of a sound design. Not to mention, a 360-degree sound experience of sobbing.
I burst out laughing.
I made you laugh this time.
Hey! No.
In any case, we can have real dates again, yes? That's what matters the most.
My heart. The lobby has a graceful retro charm. When we leave, I see a familiar vintage phone with a rotationary dial. They bought it here? With a sign? Oh, are they going to get to listen to it?
Dial the number to listen. Don't let the moment escape. It looks like a thoughtful touch from the filmmakers. A reminder to learn from the story and seize the moment.
His gaze shifts to me.
Is it all right if I listen to the message you left for me?
He's going to hear everything I said. Embarrassed, I subconsciously reach for his hand. I said those words for the future, you. Won't you be breaking the rules if you listen to them now?
There will always be more words in the future, and I don't want to miss out on the ones in our present. And I can hear them with my own ears now.
The warmth in his smile is too genuine. I give in. Okay, you better not laugh at me.
I won't.
As I watch, Zayne makes his way to the phone surrounded by flowers. He holds the phone to his ear, and time seems to stop. As the call connects, fragments of my voice drift in from the receiver. My heart races. Oh. This is probably one of my favorite songs from the soundtrack. Like, Tameless Territory is all for, like, head bobbing. I actually I listen to that song quite a lot when I'm, like, working, like, doing my time off the phones. But I think this one takes the cake for me because I actually said to Kate that if me and him ever get our vows renewed, which we're going to do one day, because our wedding was, like, a 2-2 sign-in, so it wasn't, like, the ceremony we wanted. We were just restricted by time and money because of the visa. But I said to Kate that if we do ever get remarried and, like, renew our vows, I want to dance with him to this. Cheesy, I know, but it's just a pretty song, okay? Don't judge me. Those were feelings that I didn't express to him, words I never intended for him to hear. A quiet rapport passes between us as our gazes meet, and then he opens his mouth.
Yes, I'm listening.
Zayne, is he answering my message? I blush, but his gaze keeps me from moving.
I'm sorry. He didn't look after himself properly and made you worry. He's the one at fault. If you can't scold him, I'll do it for you.
He responds to the words I left while maintaining eye contact with me.
Your feelings aren't a burden. You don't need to worry about them. Your worries, concerns, happiness, and frustration. I want to carry everything with you. They make up who you are as a person.
Zayne is quiet. Zayne is quiet for a moment. The night wind rustles the flowers, their sweet scent carrying Zayne's voice to me. Then it's the only sound I hear in this world.
When I couldn't hear anything, I truly discovered how much I wanted certain things in life. It's more than I initially thought.
Zayne intends to hold all the feelings that make up who I am, and he wants to prove it. You can't go from cute to smart. What the? Oh my god, info. Why? I swear the info devs just like they watch the content creators' videos to get like gauges on reactions, and they go, oh, they want schmut. Let's give it to them. God, Jesus Christ. Darkness spills past the curtains that are slightly open. At some point, he turned off the lights. Only gentle moonlight remains as it sways before my eyes.
You're quiet. Why have you stopped talking?
You're making me a little flustered, I ain't gonna lie.
Or perhaps it's my turn to talk.
I can't. No, don't dirty talk me, because I swear to God, that's like one of my main weaknesses in life. It's as if the oxygen between us is slowly disappearing. Yet Zayne's voice deepens. Losing one's senses is like viewing everything through a merciless lens that strips the world's noise. I think that's why the secret times, so before you lot start jumping down to conclusions, okay? Do we remember when I reacted to some of the secret times blindfolded? It's because I was not like watching what was going on screen, so I was like completely immersed. And yeah, a disclaimer, if you haven't gone and watched those videos, I'd highly recommend them because I think they're some of my best reactions yet. But it is toasty. The heart's strongest attachments and desires are left to break through the barrier.
I want to hear your voice. I missed your voice.
in the sheets, I lose myself. Okay? My body trembles in response to every action. What would you like me to say? A soft chuckle escapes him before he lowers himself. His lips brush against my neck.
When someone speaks, the vocal cords vibrate. Those vibrations can be felt in the throat.
His lips touch my skin as he speaks, and heat rushes throughout my body. A soft sound escapes before I can stop it.
Yes, like that. But it's not enough. I want to hear more. Keep talking. Tell me the feelings you didn't want me to know about.
I'm just gonna sink into my chair. Oh, fuck me. I get paid to do this. If you had asked my teenage self, oh, what do you think you're doing on YouTube? I probably would have said, oh, Hoyoverse, Genshin, that sort of thing. No, 26-year-old me looking at my very young and naive 16-year-old self being like, well, actually saying that, no, Genshin's not been out for that long. Probably, like, I don't even know what I would have been saying I would have been doing, but I would have looked at my teenage self at 16 and looked at her and gone, no, honey, you scream over 3D men and you get paid to do it. Oh, by the way, you're also collabed with the company. Despite everything that's happening in the lads community right now, I'm glad that we're still finding fun in the whole situation. Like, the fact that Valko got taken away because of some fucking kids still low-key pisses me off, but all things considered, I'm choosing to be a fun, little, bubbly person in the space, and if you want more serious talks about this sort of thing, go see Angel or Gotcha. Those two are the best for those sort of things, but we're just here to have fun, guys. That's all I want to do here. Amid gusts and caresses, I hear a gentlest request. Its honesty is as pure as snow. His words sink into the tenderest corner of my heart. Without thinking, I pull him close and whisper. Do I really have to fucking whisper this? Zayne, I want...
I heard you. And I'll give you all the feelings you want.
That's how it ends. Did info just go away? If we put spice in the promise cards, we're gonna sell it? Oh my god. If Xavier's is gonna be spicy as well. Oh, I'm cooked. Oh, that was a good one though. That was really good. I actually really enjoyed that. I feel like the 4-star cards have gotten so much better, especially this year. I don't know what Infold are cooking back at Infold HQ, but oh my god. As long as the game still continues going, please keep producing this level of quality. I would rather wait for like a main story update once every 6 months and it be really fucking good, rather than wait for one every 3 months and it be shit. So, you know, like, I still need to catch up with the world underneath. So unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to read chapter 5 because that's been removed from the game following the 731 incident. Because obviously Infold are probably addressing that. If they bring it back and they change the number and we've gone past it at that point, I will go back to it and make sure we catch up with it, because I do need to catch up on the lore as well. I also need to catch up on the main story update. I've got so much I need to do. I ain't even joking to you peeps. I am severely far behind as always. So I am going to be mostly focusing on that for the next week at the very minimum, just so I can catch up with some things, because double upload month is going to be in August, so I've already gone ahead and started pre-prepping some videos for that. But that does mean now I am playing catch up, because some of these projects are very big and I wanted to get them all recorded before I started working on them, because unfortunately I have a habit of starting something, not finishing it, and then I don't address it until like 6 months later, and that don't help anybody. I don't know what you want from me. Anyway, let me know what you guys thought of this card in particular. I personally have really enjoyed this one. I am planning to do the one that came out with Xavier. You know, the one where we're all looking at the junk, the junk in the trunk. I'll probably release that sometime during August. But if there are any other cards that you guys want me to address, especially with it being double upload month August, now is a better time than any to be a channel member, because you'll get early access to all videos when they become available, as well as just communicate to me, because this is the month where I can get the most out, because of the fact that August is a quiet month when it comes to work. So I have a million times more energy when I get home. So this is your time. Plus the fact, for those of you who are in like university or college, or maybe you work in a school, this is the time that you guys have got the most time, and I will always try to work around you guys here. So let me know what we want, please, and I will get it done. And I say will, because I will. Anyway, on that note, I am going to leave you beautiful people on to get on with the rest of your day. I have got... I got Raphael's main story update to finish editing, so I am going to get on with that. I love you guys so much. I really do. And thank you again for being a part of this amazing community we built together. See you later, guys. Bye.